ones are £3 each, or these can go as a set.
So what you're saying, the Wii is a bundle?
Yeah, because...
With the Wii Fit and everything as well?
Yeah.
How much
40 quid for the lot.
40 quid.
He never plays it, and it's virtually new. Got all the controllers, got everything in it, steering wheel and that.
Right.
Tennis racket, and that by itself, like 17 quid online by itself. I just had DS, just sold it, 3DS. And he didn't want all the games, I went where you could add all the games.
I just sold the 3DS on its own.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are normal. Oh yeah? How much are the Wii games?
50p each.
50p each?
Yeah.
We got a Wii with it, or was it just the games?
Just the games left.
Just the games.
Gone, yeah.
No, it's alright. It's pretty set. Yeah.
How much are your games? Sorry?
£5 each.
£5 each. Oh, right.
I might steal.
Tenner if you bought a few more. Spend your money, spend your money.
How much are the Commodore and Spectrum games, right?
They're 50p each, mate. That's 15 then. Old computers as well. Earliest I've got is 64. I've got Ataris, Amigas, Atari 2600, also coming out really. It's just consoles I've got out of does well. The all sorts coming out over the next few weeks. This is double, so it's the stuff I've accumulated over the years. Just buying up old collections and stuff. But I mean, I started back in the 90s where you could walk around Bootsale.
How much?
Yeah. £2.
Have you got any Mega CD stuff coming out yet?
No. There was Anakin, because he was going to do me a swap of some games. So I pulled out all the ones that I want, so Stormtroopers, things like that, Anakin, and I said 60 quid for trade, and he wouldn't do it. He wants to look them up because he had a Bespin loop, and it looked a bit different, the colour was slightly different, so he wanted to check that out. But yeah, but he wants to just swap for games, so he said he's going to give me a ring, but yeah, we'll see. Yep. Yep. Yeah, cheers, mate. £300 for all of this. And I went, no, I'm cheaper than everywhere else. It's £700 worth of it. I didn't buy it. And we went, no. Another guy come along, he did there you go, you're offering me 300 for the payoff. Oh yeah, it'll take you ages up. I'll be here next week, won't I? And the week after, the week after. It's good. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Lovely doing business.
And you. Have a good day.
That's it.
That game was his.
How much are the PS4 games?
I'll do 2 for £5.
Two for
Thank
£5.
you. Take
Thank
care.
you. Bye. I've sold loads. I've been
Oh,
up
you've
loads and loads.
I remember being terrified of that game. And that one. How much are they?
£30 for the set.
For a lot of them, yeah.
Yeah. So you got that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one.
These all the VHS versions, or are they DVD?
I believe they're all VHS.
VHS.
Yeah.
It's a throwback, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think. Perfect, thank you.
How much is that? Is that just plug and play to a TV?
Yeah. About 170 odd quid odd shops.
that a PSP charger?
No, it's PS1. The little slimline PS1.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's like a PSP charger, isn't it? Wonder if it's the same.
I'm not sure. I know the PS2 Slim is like super compatible with everything.
Yeah, maybe it is. I only charged PSP up yesterday, it's exactly the same. £6 is it? That's on there, isn't it? Yeah.
So you make me offer for one.
How much are these books? The Beast Quest ones?
50p each, love.
50p each?
Yeah. Everything on that side's 50p, that side's £1.
Buenos días, ¿cómo estás?
Ah, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué tal?
You know the funny thing is, I was here a couple of weeks ago and there was someone going, oh, someone else has just offered me a tenner for it. But I said, no, but go on, you can have it for a tenner. I was like, oh, the first person to be gutted. Yeah, no, I won't say that.
Goldberg. Matt Hardy. Triple H. Sheamus. Randy Orton. Loads of Triple H's. Matt Hardy. Big Show looking like Steve Austin.
The jump for him as well. There at the back.
How much are these?
Different prices.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If you want the whole set, I can do.
How much is this one?
£5.
Yeah. £5.
With the gun.
Okay.
That fetches £4 on eBay.
Oh, was it?
Just the gun.
Yeah.
Because it always goes in.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
bet it does.
Smallest figure with the biggest gun.
Yeah,
We're not going to go into that. No.
those are cool. Oh, they are Hasbro as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's got to be.
When did these come out? Oh, 2021. So.
Put it this way, Haim Saban, I know him personally, and he'd go fucking crazy if they were not to. I know what he would do. I've known him for...
I'll catch you in a bit. Cheers, buddy. Morning, mate. All right. I don't have to have a PSP by any chance, do you?
No.
It's all right. How much is the Wii and Xbox bundle, mate? The
Wii and the Xbox?
yeah. How much is the Xbox?
20, 15.
15.
Controller, yeah. I do 30 for both. Think all bit inside, look. The Wii and yeah.
You tested this, you know? No.
I put it today actually, you know.
Bought it today, yeah.
Purely at this one, how'd you go?
What's the Game Boy game?
5 each.
Oh, really? How much is that?
I've got there's some loose ones there, they're £3 each. Some comes out around 2.
Nice box, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some loose ones in the foot.
Too many weeds.
Yep.
Weed all over the floor. How much are the wheat games?
£3 each.
Yeah.
On them ones, and then £10 each for them ones.
Oh, they're all £10
Yeah.
each.
Those ones there will do 2 for £5. Yes, please. And that one there, please.
This one.
Yes, please. I've always got a load of rolls.
Do you need the bag?
No, I've got one there, thank you.
How much is that dance mat for the wee?
Something.
£3.
Sorry? £3.
Yes.
Is it just that you've got for the wee, is it?
Yeah.
They're DVDs, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, well, 50, yeah. That's right, I'll chuck it in my backpack. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. Cheers, buddy.
We're going home now, so.
Oh yeah?
See you later, mate.
Yeah, so
I literally just left after him. I think I had to be first, so how could I?
Oh, I wouldn't have a clue,
Is
mate.
that a demo?
You know. What is it?
You know, what's this?
Yeah, it's demo.
It's a demo.
That's demo.
So, yeah. Are we going by what it says? Demo hunt. First hunt.
Okay, by what it says.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did that. But still, going. It came with the. I think it came with the S in the box. You know, we had like the
The Metroid limited edition box, yeah.
It came with it.
Not seen it before.
Oh, I always thought it had the whole game on it. I just
How
thought
much
that's
you want
what
for
it was. £2. I just thought that's what it was called.
I bought this the other week. No, done it.
Expensive. How many you want to take it? Oh, okay.
How do you do the price?
What, like 10p each, 50p each?
No, thank you. Bye.
More expensive than you think.
Yeah, that's why
£3 each, 2 for a fiver.
Yeah, reasonable price. So you don't want to. Is in a Xbox One is £20 in the shop. So I'm selling £5, £6. So
They're not £20, but I'll see where you're going with it. Morning. How much are your games?
Pound each.
Xbox 360. They're all Xbox, aren't they? Yeah. It's just these ones you've got no console or anything. Yeah, I bet you did. Busy today, isn't it?
Yeah, she comes out at 7 o'clock in the morning when they're all out.
Yeah. Yeah, I was late. No worries, have a good one. You said this is a bundle?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
30 quid the whole lot.
Oh, right, okay.
It's got all the
Yeah.
bits there.
That's Sandy, them all being priced up. So we keep asking. Did you have more? Have you sold many more, or is this just what you had?
Yeah, no, a few
All football ones? Yeah. It's a classic, isn't it? Animals are fast forward. How much is the mouse there? Does that come with the keyboard, or is it the keyboard and the
keyboard, the mouse and the mat.
It's a nice one, isn't it? That worked, that little telly, mate, the CRT one.
Yeah, I used it in my fishing cupboard for a couple of years.
The DVD work as well.
Yeah, I think my fishing DVD still is. I used it late last week.
How much selling that for?
Yeah, £8.
£8.
Don't want to put it back in the fleet van, you know, it's starting
Yeah.
off 15, 12, 10, whatever.
Alba, innit? Yeah. Not bad,
Honestly,
one.
yeah, my word, it works perfect, including the DVD.
£8, yeah? Wouldn't do 5 for it.
I've dropped 15 to 12.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough, mate. That's alright. Still a bit of time left, so you get on our pass back by if it's still here.
It's good promotion for the shop. It's, you know, it's all good. So I'm up for it, but you know, you got to keep making it up.
How much is that? 16, mate. £2. Do that for £1.
If you want to at the moment,
It is what it is. 100 people on now, and it's good to talking with that positive stuff.
How much are their guitars for the Guitar Hero, mate?
£5 each, mate.
£5
You
each.
can have all 3 for a tenner.
Right, okay.
Kentucky love from the USA.
That's GR6T6, and that's Philip one. Is it yours? Oh, it's yours, yeah? Got bored of it, no good. moved on to a
He's not very
PS5.
good at you.
Yeah, that's exactly that.
Yeah. Would you do £3 for those?
Yeah, go
Yeah.
for it, mate.
Lovely. Cheers,
Cheers,
buddy.
mate. Thank you.
I'll chuck a bit. Right, welcome back in the games room. That was my local Saturday car boot sale. It was very busy. I've only been sporadically to the boot sales this year. It might be the first time this year I've actually been back to that one. It is my local one. It's on every Saturday and Sunday. So I'm going to try and get there at least on one of those days each week if I'm not working, if I don't have other commitments. Normally I can run through and get everything done in about 20 minutes and I go round again second time. But I don't think I haven't been there for a long time or whether it was more busy. But I just took my time, made sure I didn't miss anything, and I just walked through nice and just really enjoyed it going round, taking my time with all the stalls. Sometimes I go right down to the bottom, work my way back so I can catch things before other people see them because the stuff at the front might already be gone. And anyway, it just took me ages. So yeah, I don't know if it was just really busy or what. Before we get to the pickups of what I've got, which you can probably see in the corner of the frame anyway, let's talk about what I didn't get. These Saturday car boot sales, this one, my local one, at Tar Pots in Benfleet in Essex, it's literally almost as much as a market as it is a car boot sale. So what I mean by that is people will buy up all the genuine people who are clearing out their homes or like their kids gone to uni. They've got all their old stuff, and then as they turn up, there's a load of resellers there. And you probably heard me having a bit of a sort of a bit of tongue-in-cheek banter with a couple of them, and they just go around literally buying everything up. Like, so you'll see me saying, how much is this? And it might sound like a good price, but he hasn't tested it because he's picked it up for someone else. They buy all the best games. So it's annoying because there's bargains there. Like there's a Xbox 360 there for like £15, but he brought that off someone else and put it there today. So he probably got that for a £5 at most. Do you know what I mean? Because he's going to be trying to triple his money. And yeah, every time I was going round, people were just saying that most of the stuff's gone. They've done really well. So fair play to them all. And there was still stuff, as you can see, I've still got some good bits. And I was only 10 minutes late. I got there at 7:10. It starts at 7. Obviously, people do queue up and pay sellers' fees to get in early, but I don't want to do that and waste up my early Saturday morning. But yeah, I was only 10 minutes late. Next time, in hindsight, thinking out loud now, back at it, I should have gone to the bottom and worked my way back. But never mind. Yeah, so I missed out on a 3DS apparently. Then again, the games he had was a DS, so you might have just been a normal DS. Sounds like I missed up on lots of good bits. And as you can see from the thumbnail, I might use this picture in the thumbnail. There's a guy there selling his own collection, but again, he was patient. He didn't sell anything to the resellers. He was like, if it takes me 3 or 4 weekends, then he'll keep doing it. He sort of had his prices, say what CEX and eBay is, and he went a few quid under that, which is fair enough. So it's still cheaper than store prices, but it weren't enough on it for me to flip and make anything. Obviously, on this channel, I don't necessarily buy things just to trade in. I also, as you'll see in a moment from this video or the next video, because I did go charity shop hunting as well after the boot sale, I do sometimes buy things just for my own self, for my own collection. So not everything I'm trying to flip. But we will go on. We'll start with this game. And you probably saw when I picked this one up. So SmackDown versus Raw 2008. You probably saw and heard his voice. My friend Mitch. You're probably familiar with Mitch's YouTube channel. Just in case you aren't, I'll put a link in the description for Mitch's channel. It's called Retro Rummage. And if you have enjoyed this footage, you enjoy a boot sale, pickups and flipping things in and exchanging for goods, that is literally what he does. So if you like this video, then that's 100% you would guarantee to like Mitch's channel, Retro Rummage. So check him out. He's a really, really nice guy. He goes around boot sales a lot more than I do. Every Saturday and every Sunday, it's his bread and butter dinner. Every weekend without fail. He puts out like 2-3 videos a week. So he goes to lots of boot sales. Definitely goes to a few on a Sunday. And yeah, he gets lots of stuff and he trades it in, shows you how much he gets for, and then he does CX roulettes, etc., getting things for his own PS1 collection. I won't waffle on too much because I have had a coffee, so there's going to be a lot of that going on. But yeah, he's a really nice bloke. And if you enjoyed this video, you'll definitely like Mitch's channel. So check him out, Retro Rummage. Give him a little cheeky sub. I think this is the only actual genuine game I picked up from this boot sale. So SmackDown vs Raw 2008. I do like the wrestling games. I'm playing one on the PSP at the moment. I'm sort of collecting them all. There are a couple, I've mentioned it before on other people's videos, on Mitch's ones, for example. I've put it in the comments and he sort of noticed it as well, and I did show it to him as well again today. there are a couple of these titles. They're not like FIFA titles. They are, some of them do trade in for more than others. They're not all 50p sell, you know, and they buy them off you at 10p. There are games which do trade in for a few quid. I'll put a little screenshot from CEX, but this is like a £10 game. It trades in for £5, so it might be a 12 quid game. So SmackDown versus Raw 2008. I'm not sure if it's because it's got ECW wrestlers in, but again, so has another one. It's obviously got characters on there who WWE have fallen out with or don't have the license with now, or something's happened. There's obviously characters in there you can't get in the modern games. There's got to be a reason. So I think 2008 it's trading for like £5 and sells for over a tenner. And I think 2011 SmackDown versus Raw, I'm pretty sure that trades in for like 12 quid. So I picked that up before another boot sale. But yeah, I picked this up. It was a quid. I didn't even bother asking 50p because I thought £1 into £5, that's brilliant. There's no manual in there. But no one's ever, I don't think anyone's played this. They definitely not traded it in. There's no stickers on the front other than the original WWE sticker. And the disc is absolutely immaculate. It doesn't even look like it's been lifted in and out of the tray. It's perfect. So just glancing over at my Xbox 360 collection, I haven't got this one. So that I'll keep for myself. But again, I could trade that in and get 5 times what I paid for it, or 4 times and £1 back. There is a funny one. Not so I normally pick up. I'm just trying to look at hardware and accessories because, you know, at these boot sales you can make a lot of money through controllers and hardware and headphones more than you can on the games, because people are a bit more savvy with the games. Like, as you see from the footage, there's some genuine sellers there, but they look how much they're worth. They price them up individually. You can obviously haggle them down, but there's not always going to be room to like buy something for £1, trade it in for 3 or 4. Say something sells for 3 quid, they'll just sell it as 2 quid, so you're not going to be able to make much out of it. Do you know what I mean? So it's worth looking at other stuff. And here's a good example. Don't get me wrong, always is a punt because it might not work. It's Wii Konami. I've checked it out. It's a proper legit one. Dancing mat for the old Wii. It looks all in good condition. You can see it's got the old cable tidy band on there, so it looks to be an all good nick. They wanted, I think, only 3 quid for it. I looked it up. It traded for 6. So I thought, well, that ain't bad. And I managed to go back. You might have overheard me. I haggled them down to 150. So that's pretty good. 150 into 6 quid if it works. So yeah, that's pretty good so far. So both those two things are big on the trade-ins, like 400%. Now this is a bit of a funny one. Again, not normally things to pick up generally, but again, taking some inspiration from Mitch over at Retro Rummage from all the bits he picks up. I did see this keyboard and this mouse. It come with a little mouse mat, and it wasn't a reseller. It was all genuine. The kid was there with his parents. I had a little joke with him and that, saying why he doesn't play it anymore. And this is a gaming mouse. I looked it up. This is a Kumi T6. I think that trades in for 6 quid. I think that model is what I found. I thought this was the same brand. So I went away and I come back and I realised it's not. It's Felicon. I couldn't find much about the keyboard, but it is a gaming one that lights up. I think with the keyboards they tend to sell them with the Mises, with the mouse as well. Mice, I don't know how we say it. So obviously these aren't matching, so they won't go together. So that would be separate. But I thought that trades in for 6 quid anyway. And this, I don't know what I'm going to get for that. It's a risk. That might trade in for a £5. I don't know. It might trade in for more, but I couldn't find it on there when I first looked. I didn't want to miss out on it. So they were selling it for 5 quid for both of those. You probably overheard that. It's a bit windy. And then I went back and offered them 3 quid and they said yes. So that doubles my money anyway, and then that's just a bonus. So hopefully that'll be 3 quid, and we'll just find out. I'll let you know in a later video. So these will be all things I'll take to CEX. I have got a load of games on me in the corner, which I'm going to go to my retro gaming shops either today or tomorrow. And I just keep them with me. If there's any things I want to buy, and I'll film the shop tour and that while I'm there, I'll trade in if there's anything they want. Anything they don't want, I'll take all this stuff together and go CEX. So you tend to get, I think I get better trading at CEX than I do at my gaming shops. So I think the gaming shops, the independent ones tend to do, I might be wrong, but I think they tend to do like cash money. But obviously I use store credit there anyway. But at CEX, obviously you get voucher, store credit, and you get cash, which is obviously a lot less. But I think at independent stores, it tends to be just one price. So yeah, so some of this stuff I will just take straight to CEX. Obviously a mouse and stuff, they're not going to want that in an independent store, or a Wii mat. It's very unlikely. You never know, stranger things are happening. Come with this game mouse mat. Doubt I'll get anything for that. That'll probably end up being used as a coaster. Guys, let me know if I'm wrong with any of these things, and if there's anything in the footage you saw. For example, you're probably wondering the Guitar Heroes, those guitars, why didn't pick them up? One of them looked like, not counterfeit, but like budget one. One had the battery pack missing. Sometimes there's something you might not notice on the video, but I might have noticed something, reason why I didn't pick it up. But I do miss stuff, of course. I'm only human, so let me know, guys, if there's anything I missed. And there was probably games there which I probably could have. They probably might trade in for what they were saying. I might have been able to get them cheaper, but there's just so much going on. So you do miss things, and sometimes you come back. But yeah, let us know if there's anything that really jumped out to you, which is a good game to buy, to play for yourself, or to trade in. Now, this is probably... before I get onto that, I'll show you this one. CRTs. Now, they're hard to come by. I don't need one. I got rid of one, gave it to someone for free. Because I got a yellow one, a nice one of a controller. Now, they're hard to come by. When you can find them, do just grab them. So this one... Oh, bloody hell, she's heavy. So this one is... it's not a good brand. It's an Alba. So we call this one Jessica. It's a Jessica Alba model. That's 2 jokes in one sentence there. You can have that for free. You don't want to be paying more. He had it sold. It was at 15 quid he had it listed for. If they listed, he wanted. Then it went down to a tenner. He said a 7 to me, I think, because it was near the end. And I said, look, you take a 5. And he said he would. So I said, I'll grab it on the way back. You never want to pay more than a £5. One is because they generally don't have the controllers with them. You can get universal controllers, but they don't work in all the TVs. If it's a good a good model, then of course. But this is just a standard DVD built-in Alba. It's got nice little speakers at the front, so it looks half decent. I believed him. He said it was working, but this would be okay to use. Like through the menu, you can go to source to use for your red, blue, greens for your PlayStation, etc. Your RF cables, but for anything that needs tuning in, so anything before, say 8-bit, but like the PlayStation, the Mega Drive, all that Master System will work in there. But anything older than that, like Atari, stuff you need to tune in, they won't, which is why I had to get a new CRT before, one I found with the controller. So I've literally just brought that, because I knew I'd get it for a £5. I know I can probably sell it on Facebook Marketplace for a tenner. It's just handy to have if mine breaks. So yeah, you're not going to get more than that, 'cause you've got no control of it, and it ain't a good brand. But I thought I'll get it, because £5, it's as good as you can find them. And again, if anyone's after one, so if say you are after a CRT TV and you live in Essex, and give us a shout. So I know they're scarce. Like when I got rid of one before, there was loads of people messaging me when I said I was getting rid of one. So I just thought I'd pick it up, because I know someone will want it. Because for the old retro games, it's good to have. But you never know, I might use it for one of my other consoles, because there's a station down the corner here, and it's so busy. You might have seen from the games room tour I did on the last video. There's like 10 consoles down there, and then there's about half a dozen behind me, and there's a TV under that TV. But it's getting a bit busy. It's annoying plugging things in, so it is handy having extra monitors if you can fit them in. So yeah, so I got that, and I thought that ain't a bad little deal. For a £5, I'll definitely get my money back, and if someone wants it, they can give us a £5 or a tenner for it or whatever. Now, this was the big one. So you saw, this was quite early on in the Bootsale. So people had walked past it a lot. And I was already about a third of the way around, and I hadn't found anything at this point. I picked nothing up. There was lots of consoles, Wii's. I saw lots of stuff, but there was nothing I wanted to take a punt on. Because a lot of stuff, like I say, is untested because they put them off other people. But there was someone there selling these Atmosphere games. And I remember these, my dad had them, so there's a few of them I remember playing. I was absolutely terrified of them. I know retro gaming shops sell these, so I could probably make money selling them. You can sell them on eBay. I've seen lots of shops have these. I've seen it in Miso Retro Gaming, they sell board games. I've seen it in Scott Shot, Save the Zombie up in Ipswich, and Retro Realm, he had Atmosphere, because I inquired about one before. So I see them all the time, but I never think about getting it because I haven't got a video player working, which I use, which is out and ready. Have got DVD player, however, and you can get DVD versions, so they're obviously more collectible and desirable. But I mean, these are still collectible. They must be, because I brought it. But no, all jokes aside, they are still collectible. You're probably, because she wanted, I think, she did her research. She knew she could get like 150 quid from sold listings on eBay. Like, but you'd have to wait ages for someone to want the whole bundle and have the money. Generally, people just look and buy the odd one, and they are like normally. I'll pop up on eBay now so you can have a look, but I'm sure they're like 20 quid each or something, maybe more, dependent. Board games are funny. Always is a punt because you don't know if it's complete, so you have to go through, check them out. But there's 5 here. I'll show them to you. So yeah, that's number 4. I don't remember that one. I remember a pig face. I remember that one. So I remember that one in one of the houses we had in the cupboard. So that was number 4, number 3, and this is number 2. I wonder if they're... I'm not going to sell these anytime soon, by the way. But yeah, I managed to haggle her down. You might have heard for... I said, would you take a score? She said no. I think I did 25 for them, and she wanted 35. So I said, I'll come back if you're not sold them, I'll take them. But she said, yeah, and I just thought, I knew I could sell them straight away, probably and double my money, or stick them on eBay. So I just thought, you know what, I could probably sell them individually. I'll show you up again, I'm waffling. I'll show you how much they're worth, but I'll probably keep them, just because they're really cool. I see them all the time and ask about them. So I might keep them, see if I can get a little, you know, have some friends over, a few drinks, a few beers, bottles of wine, and get a little CRT out with a VHS, because these are so fun. This one terrified me. This little guy here, the gatekeeper. This is what this one was called. I thought this was the first one, but I don't think it is. It does say the video board game, the Gatekeeper Atmosphere. Maybe it was the second one. He terrified me. He called you to the front of the screen. I was really young, and my dad and his mates were all playing it. They were laughing. And I was like, what, all gullible, and it flashed, and you see his skull. It's not even scary, but then it was. So that one I've seen all the time, and for nostalgic purposes, I want to get it. I don't know, maybe this is a re-release. It looks very different. But yeah, they're not like, you know, that you can see the creases on them. They're board games. You know what I mean? They've probably moved out a few times. They've been in the loft, and they get well used. But like I say, there's 5 games there. I'm going to do some research, see how many there are. I'm probably going to keep hold of them, see if I can play them. They're great fun. But I've got no doubt which I can sell them, and I'll probably double or triple my money. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I hadn't purchased anything up until that point. I was about a third way around through. I saw that, and I thought that is definitely worth it. So yeah, so I picked those up. So yeah, guys, let us know how you think I've done. Obviously, I missed out on a lot. People there beat me to it. Obviously, check out in the coming days, you'll see Mitch's video from Retro Rummage, because he was at the Bootsale as well. So you'll see what goodies he has. We've got lots of videos coming up, because I'm about to film now the charity shops. I went to 6 charity shops in I don't know, an hour or something, a little loop. I did found some bits and pieces in there. And I've got some a pickup video of some CEX purchases. I picked up 6 games, which... are tipped to be going up in price for the Xbox 360, so I brought them now while they're in stock, and already some of them have risen since I've brought them, so that is worth checking that out. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I'm Scott American Gaming. Please subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you have, thank you very much. It's completely free, so pop a little comment there, let us know what you think of the video, hit the like button, hit subscribe. That really helped me out. See you guys soon for another video. Cheers.